This is my 2011 Vauxhall Vivaro that I purchased last September 2024 off my good friend Sean from Love Sundays. Today we're going to start carpeting the front B-pillar panels. So we got these off of eBay and a lot of them have got little marks and imperfections over them. What I decided to do was buy some carpet that matches the carpet that's already in the vehicle. So the carpet which is like on these pieces and the wheel arches, all of this is coming out obviously, and we're going to replace it with trim that covers all the places where the bulkhead's removed. So these are the little imperfections I'm talking about. So the carpet will cover over all that, and also it should make the vehicle look a little bit more premium. So I've decided to start off on the smaller bits, going to do the trim along the middle and the two corner pieces. Now I'm going to start off with this corner piece. Just need to make sure I've got enough material. Hopefully you can hear me, because I've got this mask on. So, there's two sides to the carpet. There's a furry side and a side that's not so furry, but just make sure you got the right way around. Yeah, it's just a matter of persevering with the carpet. It's quite pliable. Just cutting the excess off. Okay, that's the first corner bit complete. Didn't go too bad really. So that eventually will fit up here. So I just sat out of the sun while I'm just doing this part because the glue's going off too quick. Just trying to get out all the little wrinkles and imperfections. All I need to do now is just trim off the excess. There you go, so I've just stretched the carpet around, just making sure it's all stuck. And then I'm just going to trim off the excess. That's one more panel done. Just got to start on the bigger panels now. Another day, still got a lot to do in the vehicle. Need to remove the curtain, plastic trim in here. Also need to glue a few bits of these panels because they're brought from eBay. They're not perfect. There's a few little clips, well, a broken clip on that one that needs fixing, and this one I'm gonna have to glue the clip in place because it keeps falling out. Other than that, they're fine, but as it's quite strong glue, I'm gonna put gloves on because knowing me, I will glue my hands together. Just gonna fix the more difficult one first. I'm not trying to make this look neat in any way, I'm just trying to get as much of this on. Yeah, if you use this stuff, just make sure you're using it in a well ventilated area because it does stink. Just need to let that set now. And for the other one, I'm going to take out the original clip, replace it with a new clip, and then just glue the edge. Not too much, but enough just to hold it in place. Should be enough. And then just put that in there. Like so. Just to hold it down while it's drying, I've just got a couple of bits of tape. Leave that to dry. Right, next thing to do is to remove this panel that runs down the side because the corner piece I'll be fitting won't fit underneath this, so this needs trimming down, but I'm just going to remove it for the time being. Right, next thing for us to do is to remove this curtain. So I need to unclip all this. Just need to remove a screw there, there's one there, one there, one there, and then one at the very end. So we'll start doing that. Right, we're going to remove the opposite side now. So the next bit is to remove the main rail. That's that bit out. Just the other side. Okay. That's one. 2, 3, 4, last one. There you go. That's the one that's going to replace it. Right, that's all that clipped in. From the last clip you've just seen, it's actually been 3 weeks. Basically, I stopped for 3 weeks because I hurt my back at work. I did a little bit off camera. These B-pillar covers, if I turn you around, didn't quite fit because this plywood was going underneath them. So it actually stopped them clipping in. So what I had to do was unscrew all this plywood and basically move it across. I think it was about 11mm. But you can see behind here now where this was originally behind the cabinet. So I'm going to repaint all this, so not too worried. So basically I've done that off camera. I also scribed in this corner off camera. All that leaves for me to do is these corners, and I've started marking them out. So that side, yeah, and this side just needs a notch taken off. So we're going to crack on and get that done. So yeah, there's only a small section I've got to cut off. That's perfect. So that side's all complete now, all the wood's up, looks really good. I'm really happy with how this trimmed. Just onto this one now. So I've marked it out, so just got to cut it down now. I'm going to remove this and then trim them down. All right, let's crack on with it. So we've got all the ceiling up now. So the last part, all I need to do is fix a curtain rail to the wooden slats, because before it was on the plastic B-pillar. But I think it'd be better if it's fixed to the wood. Right, let's try and get a measurement of this. So it's going to go from there. So looking at 139. Right, so I've marked up the curtain pole. This is a new one because the other one had bends and I was going to re-bend it straight, but I thought it's easier just to get a new one. I'm going to cut it down to here, and the plan is to fix these end caps on afterwards. So that's the next thing I'm going to do. Yeah, I've taken the sticky tape off and put the end cap on, but it's nice and flush. So I'm just going to trim down the other side now. The only reason I'm cutting off both sides rather than just cutting 6 centimeters off one side, it's just so I can use the pre-drilled holes. Just making sure this fits flush. There you go, nice clean cut. It's the reason why I stick the tape on, is just to stop the metal getting roughed up, or the paint anyway. But yeah, both ends, nice and neat. It's another day. You probably can tell because I'm wearing different clothes, but I am very, very happy with how everything went in the van. I even changed this bottom rail because I had a little bit of paint missing. Because the trouble with these rails, if you bend them too much, the paint can basically chip off. And I contacted Shore Vans and basically said, do you just sell the rails on their own? because I've got a rail but the paint's missing. The rails to buy are, I think they were £12.99 or £12.50, around about that, and they just sent me out a replacement rail. With these rails, they don't quite fit the door properly, if you know what I mean. There's always little gaps, so I'm not 100% happy with these rails, but this particular rail, I managed to bend it and get it to near enough the shape of the door, so I'm pretty happy with that. And plus we haven't got a big missing bit of paint, so I am very, very happy with the way the van's gone. And I added some extra poppers just to, you know, stop the light coming out from the back of the van to the cab. But yeah, I'm very, very happy. The curtains already come with 2 poppers down the sides, but I just fitted these 2, and then I added an extra popper at the top for the middle. They normally come with 2 poppers in the middle, but I just wanted to add extra popper at the top to stop the light coming out. Well, this has been a lengthy video. If you've really enjoyed it, do consider subscribing. Also drop us a like, because it does help us out with the algorithm. Also consider going back watching the previous van build videos. That's on the Love Sundays channel. I'll link it below. Sean goes into great detail on how he insulates this particular van, and also shows you how he's made the actual ceiling, lighting, the electrics for the van. So if you haven't seen them videos, do consider going back and watching them. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.